Put on your aluminiums, yeah. Put on your aluminium headgear. We're going in. We're going in now. What I think happened on the Learjet, on the Mexican Learjet. This is a stretch. I'm going to assume that of the 6 people that were on the plane, 2 pilots, 1 child, you ruled them out. Okay, they said everybody was Mexican on the plane. So out of 6 confirmed people on the plane, 2 pilots, the sick child, you ruled them out. That leaves you with 3 people. At least one of the voices is a male. We don't know who the other 2 people were, if they were a woman or a man. Okay, so the one guy that we heard in the background, I think he may have been the catalyst for whatever you want to call it, engine failure, stalled, whatever. All I know is you see the thing, it was on fire before it hit the ground. That's what we saw. That you see it in all the footage. It was on fire before it hit the ground. Okay, once again, out of 6 people, we ruled out 3. We have 1 suspect, the one male voice that we hear in the background, and the other 2 people we don't know. I suspect this one guy was the catalyst. Now you can call him a cartel member. Hey, if that's what the breadcrumbs lead you to that, cool. I would ask you, if you believe the guy was a cartel, what was the purpose of him crashing or causing havoc on the flight to possibly make it crash? Okay, because this is all about a sick child. She was going home to recover. Okay, now let's go through the audio. Let's go.
Medevac, med service 056 on departure, turn right heading 290, runway 24, clear for takeoff, wind 25010. Medevac, med service 056 affirmative, on departure, turn right heading 290, runway 24, clear for takeoff. Medevac, med service 056, contact Philly departure 123.8.
123.8, Mike Tango Sierra 056 Medevac. Thank you, good day.
Okay, clearly everybody on board, well, the pilots, they say everybody on the plane was Mexican. Clearly you hear the Mexican pilot respond, okay, yes, confirmation, blah, blah, blah. Let's continue.
Medevac, med service 056, Northeast Tower, contact Philly 123.8. Medevac, med service Northeast Tower. Medevac, med service 056, Northeast Tower, you on frequency? Medevac, Mike Tango Sierra 056, Northeast Tower.
Medevac, I got you, my friend. Yes, my friend, I hear you, my friend. Confirm, my friend. Contact, my friend. I hear you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. But you clearly hear the Mexican pilot. But let's continue.
You hear this transmission? Medevac, med service 056, Northeast Tower.
Okay, don't worry. We'll go to I got another thread where they clean up they isolate the audio, and we'll hear it even more clearly. Basically, you don't want to f around. You don't want to f around with us. Or wait, what do you say exactly? Let's continue. Okay, you effing with the wrong people. Now, who would say that on a flight from a hospital back home to Mexico with a sick child on board? You effing with the wrong people. And this is when it goes dark.
56098 Foxtrot Northeast Ground, Roger. Stand by 1. I'll get back to you when I can.
At that point, it's already gone dark. So the plane's already on its way down.
Runway 24, what's going on down there? Position 765. We have a lost aircraft. We're not exactly sure what happened, so we're trying to figure it out. For now,
the plane has already on its way to the ground, already crashed by now.
The field is going to be closed, so no inbounds or outbounds probably. All right, understand. Thank you. 60908 Foxtrot. I'm sure you copied that, but for right now, we're gonna call the field closed. We'll try to get you out here when we can. If we can't,
We'll have to take you over to Atlantic, but stand by for now.
Okay. Now somebody did us a service and isolated the vocals, right? Okay, so here we go. You effing with the wrong people. That's all we understood. Okay? You effing with the wrong people. What would prompt a man on a medical flight from the hospital where this child's life was saved with life-saving medical procedures on their way back, basically to go back home to Mexico to recover? What would prompt this man to say you're effing with the wrong people? So was everybody, once again, 6 people, child, 2 pilots. We have 3. We identify 1 male. That leaves 2 people questionable. So did these 2 people mess with this man to the point where he had, and for him to say that he had to be within earshot of the pilot, or was he talking to the pilot? See, now that's another question. Was the man in question in the cockpit like, hey, cabron, I got the blicky to you effing with the wrong people? Yes. Who were the daughter's parents? Yes. Right? Okay. You think so? Okay, let's go back to the original footage. There was a lot going on in this from 54 seconds on. So let's continue. Let's listen to it again.
Medevac mid-service 056 on departure, turn right heading 290, runway 24, clear for takeoff, wind 25010. Medevac mid-service 056 affirmative, on departure, turn right heading 290, runway 24, clear for takeoff. Medevac.
Okay, did the pilots on purpose open the mic to catch him saying what he said as like their last, hey, like, okay, we're jammed up, let me turn the microphone on real quick so everybody can hear what's going on, just in case this thing goes left? Was that the reason why we're able to hear him on the transmission? Because there's no way for you to, anybody outside of the cockpit, to be on the microphone. You're not gonna get on the microphone talk about 1 2 1 2, right? So is this right before the pilot got snuffed? They opened the airwaves and just let everything record. Let's continue. I'm just asking questions, right? Because we watch these movies and the pilots are like, turn on, open the mic so everyone can hear. Let's continue.
Med service 056, contact Philly departure 123.8.
123.8, Mike Tango Sierra 056 medevac.
Everything's good, my friend. Nobody's in the cockpit, my friend. There's nobody pointing a gun to our heads, my friend. Nobody telling us to go over here instead of to Springfield, Missouri, my friend. Everything's A-okay, my friend. No problems here, my friend. We are good to go, my friend.
Thank you, good day.
Medevac med service 056, Northeast Tower, contact Philly 123.8. Medevac med service Northeast Tower. Medevac med service 056, Northeast Tower, you on frequency?
Medevac Mike Tango Sierra 056 Northeast Tower, how do you hear this transmission?
Medevac med service 056, Northeast Tower.
My friend, I hear you loud and clear, my friend. Okay, now there's a lot of things going on at this mark here. A lot of oohs and ahs and some other stuff before we hear you effing with the wrong people. Okay, so I'm gonna guess 2 pilots. You shoot one. You shoot the co-pilot. Right, you shoot the co-pilot and say, okay, now you know you mess with the wrong people, right? And you threaten the main pilot, and he turns on the mic, and then a scuffle ensues. I don't know why would he, for him to kill both pilots. That's instant death. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so he says something in the very beginning that we can't catch. Oh, let me turn my music down. There's something said in the very beginning before he says you're effing with the wrong people. I can't catch it. I can't hear it. It's muffled. And I got everything turned up. So it's the same guy. He's talking. It's muffled. Only thing we can hear is you're effing with the wrong people. So he's clearly threatening one of the pilots, if not both of the pilots. Okay.
36098 Foxtrot Northeast Ground, Roger. Stand by.
It's open the whole time. So the pilot was smart. He left it open the whole time. So that's the same guy. These 3 seconds, it's the one guy.
36098 Foxtrot Northeast Ground, Roger. Stand by one. I'll get.
Okay, we heard a ooh.
I'll get back to you.
And then we hear him come back again. So they're not even. Okay, here's what I think I heard. The pilots are threatened. One of the pilots opens the airways and just let the guy talk. ATC chimes in, hey, confirmation, because they're not even aware of what they're hearing, which is why you hear the ooh, and then the guy comes back again and says something more. So this whole time ATC's checking in, the guy's still talking. It's still open. It's still an open airway at this point. They just let the shit go. Like, you know what? This is going to be an audio record of what happened before this plane goes down. And whoever that one guy is, I guess said we going fuck around today and find out. And everybody is going with me on this plane. Once again, for anybody to be on the microphone with the pilots on the communicate, you have to be in the cockpit, and you literally have to be talking into their headset. Unless he already killed the co-pilot, put the headset on, is talking to the other pilot like, "Hey, you don't know who you're dealing with," and he just let the mic open the whole time. This is horrific. That's what I think happened. So what that guy, in so many instances, caused this plane to crash. Now, the only thing is on purpose, or did he mean to take out both the pilots? Was he just trying to get them to go to another direction, change the course? And the pilots are like, we can't do that, senor. Yeah? Let's listen to it one more time. One more time before I get up out of here.
Medevac, Med Service 056 on departure, turn right heading 290, runway 24, clear for takeoff, wind 25010. Medevac, Med Service 056, affirmative. On departure, turn right heading 290, runway 24, clear for takeoff. Medevac, Med Service 056, contact Philly departure 123.8.
123.8, Mike Tango Sierra 056 Medevac.
I'm already assuming by the time this transmission is taking place, the guy's already in the cockpit. I'm more than sure he's already in the cockpit with a pistol to one of the pilot's head, like, "Hey, act like everything is cool. Don't let them know that let everybody know that everything is cool." He's already in the cockpit at this point. He's already there.
Thank you. Good day.
Medevac, Med Service 056, Northeast Tower, contact Philly 123.8. Medevac, Med Service, Northeast Tower. Medevac, Med Service 056, Northeast Tower. You on frequency?
Medevac, Mike Tango Sierra 056, Northeast Tower. How do you hear this transmission?
Medevac, Med Service 056, Northeast Tower.
Why would he ask, "Do you hear this transmission?" You've been transmitting back and forth before you even took off, when they gave you clearance on the runway. Now, did the person in question force the pilots to change their frequency code to something else, which would prompt him to ask, "Hey, do you hear me on this transmission?" Right? So let's just say there's a cartel member on board. A huge stretch. There's a cartel member on board. He's got some dope. Don't ask me how he got past everybody. Fine. There's a cartel member on a medical jet with a sick child and her parents, and he wants to divert these keys. He's got to go somewhere else. Hey, change it to this frequency. My people are waiting for me to confirm. I'm on my way there to this offshoot airstrip. Okay, fine. Blah 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 blah. And then the pilot goes back to the main frequency. Hey, can you hear me in this transmission? He's already in the cockpit. Once again, I'm presenting a long stretch, huge stretch. Maybe not so much of a stretch, but let's continue. He's already in the cockpit. There's the threat, but we can't hear what he said before the threat. He's already, like I said, he's already in the cockpit. The pilot's like, you know what, this is gonna go left. Let me just open the airways and just let the guy talk, so air traffic controller can get an idea of what's going on before this thing ends badly. Once again, it's already open, right? It's already open.
560908 Foxtrot Northeast Ground, Roger. Stand by one. I'll get back to you when I can.
Okay, whoever did that. Okay, so it's already open. They're checking in. Still the same guy talking from the first time, from the threat.
Approach to runway 24. What's going on down there? Position 765. We have a lost aircraft.
Already on the way on the way to the ground. All the way on the ground. It's already in free fall. Okay, so my theory is, this is my theory. Somehow a cartel member gets on board. Maybe he's not even a cartel member, just a fringe member. Got some dope. He needs to move it to an off the way airstrip. He has the pilots change the radio frequency to this frequency. Say, hey, change the air frequency. Let my people know I'm on my way to this airstrip off the grid. They do that. The pilot flips it back. Say, hey, can you hear me on this transmission? Right. The cartel guy hears it, says, hey, I don't think you know who you're dealing with. Co-pilot's already dead, as an example. Pilot's like, oh, okay, I'm going to die today, so let me go ahead and just click this air and leave it open for everybody to hear. And this is what you hear, the end of. And maybe the pilot said, the hell with this. And maybe he gets out of the seat and says, you know what, we're all going to die today, damn all this. And a scuffle ensues. Or he kills the second pilot and tries to fly the plane himself, causing a free fall. The plane stalls out. Everybody's on board is killed. The parents with the sick girl didn't know who this guy was. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he posed as a medical facility person. It happens. Steal some scrubs, somebody's pass. Yeah, I'm on this medical flight. They're not going to question it per se, right? You got the scrubs. You got the ID badge. Okay, you got your medical bag with 4 bricks in it. I don't know. Okay. That is horrific.